Hey folks, welcome back to the wood shop. It's great to have you here. Okay, so this week I'm going to do a clock. Been thinking about one for ages and I figure it'd be a really good project to do. Great gift for someone. I already know who I'm going to give this to. They don't know it yet. So all I've done so far is I've printed out some letters that I'm going to use because I'm going to use letters rather than numbers. I've stuck them onto this plywood and I've cut a few out, but I've got a few more to do. I've been online. I've bought a little clock kit. So you got the mechanism there that goes behind the clock, little hook attached so you can hang it on your wall. And then I chose some hands. You can get all different kinds of hands, but I just went for straight up black plain ones because I know that the face of my clock is going to be white. So I've got some bandsawing to do, I've got some sanding to do, and then finally some painting to do. So without blowing on too much, we'll just get straight on with it, alright? Okay, so we got pretty close to the bandsaw blade then, but all 10 fingers accounted for. Okay, so I got all the letters cut out, so these need a sand up, a neaten up and a tidy. So we're going to paint these, we're going to paint them black, because they're going against a white face on the clock, so they'll really stand out. Anybody got any ideas what we're spelling? No? Okay, all will be revealed. Okay, so we've got a piece of ply that we're going to make this out of. Doesn't matter that it's only ply, we're going to paint it. And there are our hands, so we just need to work out sort of where the centre is and then how big this is going to be. Okay, so we turn the lathe round through 90 degrees this way round, and we're going to connect our ply there with the worm screw. First time I've ever used the worm screw. I don't think I've got it fitted quite right because it shouldn't do that, so I'll have to revisit that in a sec, but I'm sure I'll get it right. It can't be that hard to work out, can it? So it's going to spin this way, and that means I need to be able to push the chisels in this way, so I need something like this, because I don't think that's going to have enough reach to go all the way round. No, definitely not. So that's not going to have enough reach. I'm not going to be able to fit the piece of wood in between here and the motor and the tool rest. So I'm going to need something else. Luckily, I've got just the thing. Where the hell is it? Where the bloody hell is it? Right, where the hell's my other tool rest gone? Ah, there it is. Found it. Right, this thing here. Shift that out of the way. Yep. There we go. Alright, there we go. Okay, so this thing here, we can pop a tool rest in there and we can use this as sort of an outrigger. Spin it around the right way, of course, that would always help. There we go, happy days. Right, let me sort that worm screw out, get that piece of wood on and sort this out, and then I'll come back to you when it's spinning. Okay, there we go, we've got it on there. So, worm screw fitted through there, through the centre. This now spins. Got a tool rest set up, ready to go. So we'll cut this into a circle and then we're good to paint. We've got a hole, people, we've got a hole. I'll probably get emails about how I did that. Suppose I should have at least worn eye protection. Oh well, nothing went wrong. Crack on! Okay, so this is all sanded down and cut to shape now, and now it's time to paint this sucker. The more astute among you might realise that this is a completely different piece of wood, and you know what, you'd be right. That's the one we started off with, but in my haste I left enough room for the hands but not enough room for the letters. None of you said anything, so I just cracked on. But it's okay, we can use this for something else one day, maybe a slightly smaller clock. So, a bit embarrassing, but you know, I like to show you everything. So, we'll get rid of that, and we'll crack on with this one, which is much better. Let me show you. Okay, so the longest hand fits like that. Plenty of room for a letter, wicked. Right, gotta paint this now, gonna paint this white. Right, cool, so we got white clock, black letters, all the paint's drying, gotta leave it a bit, and then we will crack on and assemble this sucker. Okay, so the clock's going really well. I have cracked on a bit, so forgive me, but if I just pick this up without you seeing it. Okay, so we've got the back of it now. So that's a 7.5mm hole just drilled through there, and the mechanism goes in behind, and then it's screwed on the back. And it's screwed onto the other side with a washer and nut, and then the hands here, they just place in. So you've got this shorter one in the middle, that's not silver, that's upside down. So that's the hour hand, the minute hand, and the second hand. Now I picked a smooth running mechanism because you know, that horrible tick 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 just gets on my nerves. I've got the stuff stuck on, and yeah, there's an N in what I've decided to put on the clock, and I painted it upside down, so the wife's just retouching that for me, and she's also doing an apostrophe. But right, if you're easily offended, look away. But here's the clock so far. and I'm quite happy with it, to be fair. It's a bit of a laugh, a bit of a giggle, but you know, it's good for those people who are always late. So we'll get these hands fitted, put the N in when it's been repainted. Oh, and there's an apostrophe for that I as well, so it's grammatically correct. And then we're done. Okay, there we go. One finished clock, dead simple. So we just got a mech, some letters like a cow on the bandsaw, piece of ply turned on the lathe, painted white, letters painted black and glued on. Put the mech through, screwed it up, put the hands on. Dead easy, dead simple. Alright, so this is going to friends of mine, which trust me, are never on time. So it's a bit of a joke, but hopefully they'll see the funny side. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. Just a couple of bits and pieces just to tidy up. One, thanks very much to everybody who's backed me for my Kickstarter. I know there's some viewers that have backed me on there. I will be doing another one in the future. It's gone incredibly well, better than I could ever have hoped. So my Kickstarter was making pens. I've had lots of support, lots of love from you guys. So thanks ever so much. You made that one a success. If you're not a subscriber, just hit the subscribe button now. Do it now. Do it immediately. Do it now. Not in a minute, now, do it now. Hit that button there, the red one down there that says subscribe. To all my current subscribers, thanks very much for sticking with me. It means a lot every time I post a video and I see those views ticking up. It's great. I'm really enjoying making videos for you guys. Likewise, if there's anything you want to see me do, if you've got any ideas that you want to see made, send them over to me, comment on a video, send me a message on Facebook, whatever you like. Get that message to me and I'll see if I can have a go at it for you. But for now, I'll keep this as short as possible and I'll say ta-ra, have a good week, and I'll catch you next time in the workshop. Cheers all!